Hey everyone, this is Berkeley Copwatch coming to you live out of West Berkeley, where we've been showing up every week to document the ongoing harassment of the unhoused community here at the hands of the homeless response team. I'm going to get into that more in a second, but so much came out in our shift yesterday that we felt it was really important to get this news out to you now. So here goes. Number one, the police are promoting a new tactic to business owners about how they can get rid of unhoused people on their property. We documented a conversation between a business owner and BPD stating, if you want to get unhoused people out of here, then just let us know that they're trespassing and then we can arrest them for you. We also expect to see on Monday enforcement of the 3x3 rule. This law passed by Berkeley states that people need to keep their belongings within a 3-foot by 3-foot radius. That's everything. That's your clothes, that's your tent, it's everything. We don't know what this enforcement is going to look like, but we do know that it's going to result in evictions and that with the Delta variant and COVID still raging, this is cruel and unusual punishment. And furthermore, we assert housing is a human right. Also, City of Berkeley is set to enforce the overnight parking ban on RVs. And this is going to result in even more evictions. Now that they have confirmed a parking lot set to open up at the new Horizons Transitional Village, a new shelter in town, they can begin enforcement of the parking ban, which they voted on a couple years back. Again, this is set to begin around September. We also had multiple residents report to us yesterday that BPD members and Public Works members are circling back to the encampment on days other than the regularly scheduled cleanup days to steal and destroy belongings, including clothing and solar panels, to name a few items. Lastly, we learned all this just yesterday during one of our regular shifts. And as I mentioned, these shifts are conducted each week by the homeless response team. So this is a crew of people made up of members of the city manager's office, Public Works, and the Berkeley Police Department. This team comes out weekly to encampments throughout the city, not just West Berkeley, and under the guise of cleaning. But it amounts to harassment, intimidation, and destruction of property. And furthermore, this team is funded by Measure P. You might recall Measure P was something that Berkeley voters voted on, a special tax to raise funds for services for the unhoused. So Berkeley, is this what you had in mind when you voted for Measure P? Is this where you thought your money would be going? If you're as outraged by that as we are, you're going to want to stay tuned because we're going to have an in-depth video with more information on the homeless response team, Measure P, and a lot more info coming out to you pretty soon. So watch out for that. Also, look out for the August edition of Street Spirit. Support your local street vendor and pick up the August edition to see the Copwatch breakdown of the new Berkeley 2022 budget passed just this past June. Thank you for watching this. Stay aware, Berkeley. There's a lot of shit going down, and we need to hold our city government accountable, and we need to support our unhoused community. Stay vigilant and refuse to be abused. This is Copwatch.